What's up, boys? So today we have three modifications. One of them's a DIY. One of them's a must. Like, you have to do it. I'm telling you, you have to do it, and I'm leaving a link for it. And the third, it's something I'm trying to do a little bit differently in the interior. But before we jump into it, please like, sub, leave a comment. It helps out. This is just a short and sweet video. I got tons of other ones if you guys want to go back, if you're new, and see what this car's about. And I appreciate all the support leading up to this. It's been crazy. And yeah, we're just going to keep chugging along with this car. And, the next thing to do is interior. I'm pretty satisfied with the outside. The only thing on the outside of this car that I want to do is I want to keep this. I do want to keep this, but I want to build a splitter to sit under it. And I want to rock my DIY open grill. If you guys haven't seen the DIY open mouth grill, I suggest you go watch it. But yeah, that's another later. That's a winter project. Spoiler, we're going to be using plywood and building our own brackets to sit in. So, working on that. But anyways, let's jump into the video. Again, I appreciate you guys so much and all the support. Let's jump into it. All right, so as far as what we have, I'll explain these in a bit. Right here, we have a filter, like water resistor for my intake, and we have a shift knob. It's kind of cheap, not super cheap, but it is cheaper because I just wanted to see how it was going to look before I bought something a little more expensive. Nut and this little part that goes over, you can run different shift knobs. I don't have a reverse lockout. I kind of want that little like lever, but I went cheaper just to see how this all feels and gets put together in the car. So I guess we're just gonna start with the easiest, which is our filter. And then obviously the reason I'm getting this is because, little sticker. Let's go. And these parts will be on the link below. Hopefully this fits. I don't know. It says it fits stubby, but filter wears, nothing crazy. But if you see down in here, I don't know if you could see, on my catch can I have one of these because water was getting in through here and filling up my catch can. So let's put this on. And because I have a, ow, fuck, that's hot. I just did my pull. Oh, yeah. It would have been better if the logo's facing this way, but I don't know what this is for. I didn't get anything for that. But the turbo is now protected from water because I do have vents here, which one of the packages is for. But that's, in a second. But yeah, this is nice. I don't have to worry about water. I could drive this in the rain without worrying if I'm going to splash because I do not have a guard down there, which is coming. Alright, so the next package we have is this right here, and I apologize if you hear the leaf blowing in the background. My man has been leaf blowing the same front spot for about 45 minutes now. It's insane. Maybe I should say something, but that's his life. But they're vacuum sealed, so not bad. Amazon cheap, so we get this. Right, it's a filter. These were like, for 3 of them, it was like $5. I wanted something a little bit better for this. But what I'm going to do with this here is I'm going to cut out this panel, and it's gonna sit here. And kind of what the goal for this is, this obviously does not let water pass through, and if it does, it's very minimal. I'm just gonna cut it open, and we're gonna layer this, so that way we still get airflow out. So it's still vented, but it's gonna keep the water in. So that way I don't have to worry about if there is a downpour, if it is raining, that I'm gonna get water all inside my engine bay. Not that it's the cleanest thing in the world, but you know, I would like to keep it off of a lot of the stuff. So we'll probably do this one last. I just want this is what this one is for. The next one is we have this shift knob. Look at this beauty. And it's gonna sit, the goal is to sit it like this, kind of. And have the nut there to kind of, you know, bounce it out so I can get into reverse. There's a lot of shift knobs out there, all right, I apologize for that. We're jumping back into it. My SD card was full, crazy. But yeah, there's some shift knobs. I like the OEM like Honda knobs, right? Like, that looks crazy, does it not? So I like to look at this. I like the teardrop, but it's hard to find them for this car. And if you do, they're fucking thick as fuck. So we're gonna get in the car, and I'll show you what I mean. All right, so like, even for this shift knob, right, it's thick as fuck on the bottom. Like, a lot of people run like this type of knob, or like an OEM plus knob. This is a fusion knob, right? It's nice, but you know, I'm not a super fan, and I'll put some other ones on the screen that are nice, but everybody does them, and I'm not a huge fan of them. So with this one here, we'll just take this off, and this is just a mock-up. You know, it's nothing super serious. Oh man, this is the wrong nut. Wrong nut. Let me go get the right nut, and then we'll try. I don't know where I put the nut, but it's fine. So I'll just order one or go pick one up after. But yeah, so we have this assembly. So this is basically your reverse lockout, right? And with the reverse lockout, you need something for it to bounce up against or to hit. And that's where this product is. I'll put the link in the description. It's fairly cheap, and it's nice, you know, nice aluminum. This knob right here is from eBay. Cheap. It was like under 50 bucks. But I just wanted to see if what I was thinking is going in the right direction, because I do want a skinnier knob on this car. I just love the fucking look, and what I plan to do with the seats and stuff like that, it just kind of will flow in the future better. So you got to stick with me. You got to trust the process, right? So this has threads on it, so that should thread right in. Oh, and then we just find the nut would stop it to a certain degree. So that's reverse. So that, ooh, this fits. I mean, and tighten that up against it. I mean, I don't think we really need a nut. And I guess like the more expensive part would be you could buy a reverse lockout with this thread pitch that sits and has a lever. And I'll put the lever up there. I think actually Likewise does sell one, and it is actually pretty nice. And I'm not hating on their knobs or anything like that. I just like a skinnier knob. So if I could make something or do something to where this is, I don't know. But, so this would pull up here and go into reverse, right? So now we're in reverse, and it's not obnoxious. This color, you know, kind of throws off everything. If this was billet, it would flow a little bit better. So you got to trust the process, okay? Trust the process. on the knob. I promise. This is just a rendering, not a rendering, but you know what I'm saying. So now, I don't like to reach all the way down. And it's just a comfortability thing, right? So if I'm driving, I don't want to reach down here to shift. I like kind of being in my neutral zone, just a little bit higher than the armrest. Yeah, I actually really like that. And it is a little bit different. So I like the teardrop. I love the teardrop. I don't know how I feel about the platform yet. Maybe if I paint this or strip it down and go the same color, it'll all be cohesive. But yeah, I really like that. It's definitely different than like something like this, which I don't mind. It's just fat. Nothing wrong with fat. I'm just tired of seeing it. That sounds horrible. I don't mean it like that. But I mean, even like this, you know, like it's cool, but you're all the way down here. Like you're down there, and I don't like. Yeah. I just wanted to try something a little different. So we're gonna keep playing with this as we go, but this is looking really nice. I think I'm gonna rock this for a while and just see how I feel over time. Maybe invest in a nicer, more legitimate shift knob, and maybe look for like a reverse, or there's websites where I could render it on a site and then excuse me, and have a actual place carve one out through billet, and I assemble it later. But yeah, this feels really nice. I love that. I love that. Let me know what you guys think of this. Let me know if you guys see the vision, or if you guys think it's fucking stupid, and then you can call me an idiot. That's fine too. Just make sure you like and sub. All right. So that's two pretty decent mods, accessories that we have added to the car. This, I think everybody should rock this on their aftermarket filters. If you're not running a water guard on your aftermarket filter, and you modify your car, or your fender liner's a little ripped like mine, this, you could hydro lock your motor. I was just watching Devin Amelia's video on his best friend when he waterlocked. He brought up when he waterlocked his Evo, because he had an intake that was kind of down, and he didn't have a guard on it, and it sucked up water and hydro locked the whole motor. Built motor too. So just that insurance that like we're gonna be good. So definitely worth the what, $10, $15, $20 investment, if that. So put a damn filter on it. And the shift knob, I mean, I'm telling you, the black is just throwing it off. It really is. If that wasn't black, I think it would look so much more cohesive. But it looks kind of dope. It's growing on me. Boys, it's growing on me. Look at that shit. Damn. I'm telling you, trust in the vision. Trust. Okay, I think I'm going to cut this at the seam. And we're just going to try right next to the seam. Oh my god, this is a lot tougher than I thought to cut, actually. Maybe if I used like a real knife and not like Target scissors, your boy would be able to fucking cut this. But you guys are watching a idiot work right now, and sometimes it's legit. I won't lie. So I'll skip to when this is cut, and we can throw this on the car. Okay. This doesn't look pretty. But the concept is this hood has these, And if I could just notch it and put it in and fold those tabs, you know, that would kind of be the goal. Do you guys see where I'm going with this? So if it's something like that, right? We have that. I mean, obviously, water will get in no matter what. And then we fold that. And then we fold that. Oh, see? And we got 2 tabs here. Right? So I'll make like a cut there. And I'll make like a cut here. Yeah. And then I'll clean this up. I'll cut it there. So, I don't even know if we saw any of that. But basically, I have these tabs, and I was going to sit them there. And on this side, you'll barely see it. And then I'll use some, like, maybe epoxy or something to bind this to there. It'll be like a little gate. See? And that's how it looks from the side. Completely covered. And I think that'll work. I mean, look at that. Just trim this off. And yeah, that is so covered. Look at that compared. Okay. So I won't bore you with doing all of them, but all I did was just cut this up nice, and then I'm gonna go get some like epoxy or something, probably like black, and just go around there and stick the rest of this to it. And that's pretty much it. But it doesn't look bad. So it's like, it's right there, this vent here. Open the hood. Can't even see it. Let's see what it looks like from the other side now. You really, no guard. And you're still gonna get airflow through it. I mean, that's a win for me. Honestly, that looks really good. I'm just gonna go ahead and do all of them for now and then epoxy later, but airflow will still get to it and not as much water will dump into the hood. And even if some of it does get in there, we have this water filter protector or air filter protector right here. You need to buy this. We have our catch can filter back here because water dumps through there, and I was full of water in my catch can. I may get some for this, but obviously that's pretty much covered there. But other than that, yeah, pretty sick. Let me know what you guys think of this idea. Water filter, buy it. And then lastly, let me know what you guys think about this shift knob thing, or if anyone's done something similar, let me know. I think this is pretty dope, and I have an idea for seats I'm gonna buy and do some interior modifications. So, you know, stay tuned for that. honestly. But in the meantime, just a short one. I have some other things in the background that I'm working on. Like, oh my God, these things are chrome again. If you guys follow me on Instagram, plug here. You guys will see them, what I've been doing. This is for something else I'm working on in the background that's going to take a couple weeks, maybe months. But yeah, that's a whole nother story. But in the meantime, please like, sub, leave a comment. Even if it's mean, I could take it. But I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.